Hello, good day, universe, and hello, good day to the people of the earth. Welcome to my channel. So today is the third day of our video log. So today we are going to do a question and answer. Yay! So now let's proceed to the first question. What are the things that you have learned in today's module? There are a lot of things that I have learned in today's module. First is that I learned about how to install the Python app in Google. So I just searched the latest version of Python, which is the Python 3.8, and then I installed it. That's simple. Another thing that I have learned is on how to use the basics of Python. I just read my module and watched some tutorials in YouTube. That's why I learned just simple techniques in programming using Python. Just learning basics such as um, printing codes, basic printing codes, and finding errors in programming. That's all. Next, let's proceed to the next question. What is your study habit in this class and how are you coping with the modules? So, due to the pandemic and not having class for about 6 months, I lost my study habit, and now it is difficult for me to regain my study habit, but I know in myself that I could adjust and I could develop again my study habit by reviewing my lessons and my modules every time, so that I could recall all the lessons that we have discussed with our teacher. And how am I coping with my modules? I always update my Canvas app and read my modules in my subjects. I read advanced lessons so that it is easier for me when our teacher will discuss the upcoming lessons. So in this case, it helps me improve my skills, my reading comprehension skills, and my in-depth understanding skills. And that's it. Next question. How do you compare face-to-face interaction online versus self-paced module? So face-to-face interaction online versus self-paced module. For me, it is face-to-face interaction online is easier because the teacher discusses more details about the topic, and she or he discusses it uh, with more clarity and is more precise, rather than the self-paced module where you have to struggle in understanding the lessons alone without any help or guidance from others. That is why it is a big challenge and it is a big obstacle in learning and absorbing all the lessons in that subject. And in my opinion, this face-to-face interaction online is better, and it is more effective for the learning of the students. Then lastly, how do you assess the Python sandbox versus idle? As what I have learned and studied, the idle is the downloadable one where you can write codes and run it offline, and the Python sandbox is you can use it online, but its comparison is the Python sandbox can be used online, but it is easier because after you type the codes, you can run it immediately, and all the options are there, and it is much easier to use, unlike the Python idle, where you need to if you are a beginner or a newbie or having no knowledge about Python, then you need to start with the basics by watching YouTube tutorials and learning from it, so that you are able to apply these lessons in using the idle. And I think if you have good internet connection, then Python Sandbox is much more convenient and it's much easier than using the idle. And that's all for the question and answer. Thank you for listening, and before I leave, I will leave you again this life verse of mine, which is 2 Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. And I believe that these challenges are just obstacles that we need to push through. Just need to believe in ourselves, to strive further, to believe in God, and always remember that you should always trust yourself and always have faith in God. Thank you for watching. See you at the next vlog.